Welcome back to Math Solver 1117 where math become easy and fun. Let's map this out visually. This vertical sides represent the wall, the horizontal base is the ground and the diagonal is the 10-foot ladder. Let x represent the dynamic horizontal distance from the wall to the ladder's base and the y represent the vertical height of the ladder against the wall. Now we will write x equals the value of x is horizontal distance and y equals vertical height and the value of ladder is diagonal is or the length of this ladder is 10 feet. So 10 equals this is the ladder length. Now absolute curiosical thing is to realize that x and y are variables not constants. They actively change over time as the ladder slides. The ladder itself, however, remains a 10 feet. Now how we will solve this? This is given that dx by dt is equals 3 feet and x equals 6 feet and the ladder equals 10 feet. Now you have to find the value of dy by dt. So you have to find this. Now we will solve this as we have the value of we have x equals 6 and the dx by dt equals 3 and the dy by dt equals what? Never confuse position with rate. X equals 6 tells us exactly where is dx by dt equals 3 tells us how fast it's going. We are hunting for the unknown rate that is dy by dt. So we will first of all make a mathematical relation here that will be applying the Pythagorean theorem on this we get 10 square equals x square plus y square. 10 square is 100 that equals x square plus y square. We need a bridge connecting x and y. Looking at our diagram, the wall and the ground form a perfect 90-degree angle. This allows us to use the Pythagorean theorem where x squares plus y squares equal the hypotenuse square which is 10 square that is 100. So you can see now you have to solve this by the differentiation method. So how we will solve this? We will apply differentiation on this. So first of all write the function here that is x square plus y square equals 10 square. That gives us x square plus y square equals 100. Now d by dt of x square plus y square equals d by dt of 100. So differentiation of this gives 2x dx by dt plus 2 by dy by dt, and this will become equal 0. Now we have d by dt of x square equals 2fx dx by dt, and d by dt of y square equals 2y dy by dt, and its derivative equals 0. This is where most students trip up because x and y are functions of with respect to time t. We must differentiate the entire equation with respect to time t. The derivative of x square is 2x times dx by dt. So due to the chain rule, the derivative of y square is 2y dy by dt, and because 100 is constant, so its derivative equals 0. So now we will solve this as substitute the value of dx by dt in this. What will happen to this? We will write x equals 3. So this will become x equals 6 square. So 6 square plus y square equals 100. So 36 plus y square equals 100. So y square equals 64, and now we will take the root on both sides, so get y equals plus minus 8 feet. So we will consider only the positive values of y equals 8 feet. Now at the exact, the base is 6 feet out, the top of our ladder sits exactly 8 feet high up in the wall, and so we have every piece of puzzle. Now we will substitute and solve this. We have equation 2 of x dx by dt plus 2 of y dy by dt. Solve this all the equations here, and this equals 0. We have 2 into, in place of x we will substitute 6, dx by dt is 3, plus 2 into y is 8, and dy by dt. So we have 2 of x dx by dt plus 2 of y dy by dt, that equals 0. Substitute all the values inside this function, and what will we get? We get 2 into, write these values here, that we get 2 into 6 into 3 plus 2 into 8 into dy by dt equals 0. So 18 into 2 is 36 plus 16 into dy by dt equals 0. So dy by dt equals minus 36 by 16, that is 2.25 feet. So this will become equals the answer. Now add, and only now we have to find this value. Don't panic about the negative sign. It's not a mistake, it's calculus taking to you. Y represent the vertical height and the ladder slides out, the top drops, meaning y is strictly decreasing. So we will write y is strictly decreasing. And quantity that decrease over time yields a negative rate of change. Now, when you boil it down, related rate is not about memorizing and physics formula. It is an elegant workflow. Establish a relationship between charging particles, changing parts, differentiate with respect to time. Freeze the moment, substitute, and solve. Master this sequence, and you can conquer any complex related rates problem the AP exam throws your way. Best of luck for your exam. Keep learning, keep growing. Watch you in the next video. Stay tuned.